hello again. Today we're going to be talking about some recent news articles looking at the trend of private compensation and pension exams in veteran care. We thought we'd summarize the conversation for you and then give some suggestions about what to do if you have issues with the exam you've received. Michelle, how would you summarize the trend for contracted C&P exams?
First, it's important to note how C&P exams are crucial. They determine whether a veteran will qualify for disability benefits and what their rating will be and what their benefits will be. For a while, VA has been outsourcing more and more of its C&P exams to private contractors. But in around 2020, they announced their intention to outsource all examinations. And I believe in 2024, it was noted that around 95% are outsourced to private contractors. Critics say these private exams can lead to poor quality evaluations and improper denials of benefits.
What are some examples being talked about today?
So American Prospect ran a story in 2024 talking about the case of Army veteran Brian Shuway, and I'll give you some information about this. After serving in Iraq and being exposed to toxic burn pits, he developed psoriasis and severe psoriatic arthritis. He filed a disability claim in 2022, but it was denied. When he appealed, he was sent to multiple C&P exams, all conducted by private contractors. He told the prospect that these exams were very inadequate. Despite providing extensive documentation, he sensed the examiners had already reached their own conclusions before examining him. And with the help of a VA accredited representative, he documented nearly 24 errors. Ultimately, he won his appeal. VA declared him permanently and totally disabled. The prospect says stories like this are becoming more common.
And what's driving the recent push to use more private C&P examiners?
Historically, these exams were handled by VA clinicians, people with extensive experience in veterans' health issues, but that changed in late 1990s as VA claims increased and Congress passed more laws to improve the claims process, forcing the VA to deal with backlogs and provide more resources for benefits. In around 2020, and now keep in mind this is when exams were stopped for a little bit because of COVID, VA noted plans to outsource all VA exams with primary reasons being to reduce the backlog of VA examinations, so essentially reduce the wait times for examinations to be completed or scheduled, and allow VA medical professionals to dedicate more time to clinical care. So to bring down the wait time to get just general appointments scheduled. Those reasons all sound appropriate and valid, but critics point out that a handful of healthcare organizations have been able to secure lucrative no-bid contracts to provide C&P exams. The story also lists several examples of VA insiders and lobbyists allegedly steering care to improper or expensive providers.
What should veterans do if they have issues with a private C&P exam?
There are a few key steps veterans could and should take. Document everything before and after the examination. Keep records of appointments, communications, and any issues you encounter. Always request a copy of the examination. You can do this by filing a Privacy Act request with VA, or you can ask your accredited representative to download it for you if they have access to VA's electronic systems. Always consider hiring a VA accredited representative for your appeal. Do report issues with your care to VA. Your documented experiences can make a difference. And importantly, don't assume the worst because it's a private examination. Some examiners do provide adequate and favorable opinions.
Thanks, Michelle. So to summarize, there's been a lot of interest in privatizing C&P examination services, but critics say that the quality of service is poor and inconsistent, and lobbyists and insiders might be taking advantage of the trend. Veterans, if you've had experiences, good or bad, with private contractors, let us know. Your stories might help others navigate these challenges. And be sure to check out our other videos and blogs on VA, C&P exams, and appeals. Subscribe to stay informed as this privatization trend continues. Thank you.